MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cincinnati Reds. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Leading off the afternoon
for next to the plate for the Phils, Gene Segura. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Hey, if this guy wants to win a batting title, he needs to get going, D-Roy. He's 4th right now in the league.
Yeah, I think he just needs to trust the process, Dan. Can't worry about the top 3 guys ahead of him right now. He's got to let them fall to the pack, or at least hope they fall to the pack. He's just got to stay inside himself and have quality AB.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Winker will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
That is third.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Stepping up now, Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, to expect to go through the course of a long season and just dominate every game, every team, is just a foolish thought process. You're going to have these little hiccups throughout the course of the season. I think they keep you honest and keep you real and keep you on the attack. Let's see if they fight today.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
In is Joey Votto now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Winker at second. Votto at first with no outs. 0-2 the count to Suarez.
0-2.
Here it comes. Line drive to left. Williams is there, and he makes the catch for the out. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
At the plate, Scooter Gennett. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me. I mean, he's a good player, but I don't think many pegged him as one of the best run producers in the game coming into this year. But he's having a breakout year, no question about it.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Stepping in, Matt Kemp. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Ready with the 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A bouncer to the left side. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And that one is gone. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 37 on the year. And it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The next 1-2 pitch. started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one clears the bullpen. A long home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
Well, that's one way of taking control of a game. Second dinger of the inning. They've got the lead, and now everyone wants to get a bat and take some cuts.
Standing in now, Michael Franco. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Yasiel Puig.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now a ball lined to the left side. The 0-2 once more. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
Digging in, Tucker Barnhart. He turned in a 4-for-4 line in the game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs that up here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground is short. There's Segura. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting ninth.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit down the third base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Hernandez has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, Jake Arrieta, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Jake Arrieta.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So with one gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. First offering on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Now here's the pitch. That misses 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with two outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with two outs.
And this will get past Votto down the line. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, and he'll get in there safely.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch.
Right.
I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for two bases.
And now Bryce Harper. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to into the corner and slicing foul. Hernandez at second with two down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. 38th home run of the season for him. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. So it's back to the top of the order now, and digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. A windup and a 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Williams comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail it 4-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Jeanette has it, and that's out number one.
Now batting.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
That last at bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400+ feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Suarez is there for it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The third baseman, number 7.
Two are gone in the Philly fourth, and that means Maikel Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Franco carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Philadelphia as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
First offering on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Now pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Struck him out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down
3,
a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And that's the second out.
The center fielder.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the fourth, and that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp. Arrieta gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2-1 the count. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Reds are down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. So here now's the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jake Arrieta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Puig is over, and that's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Segura turns and goes to second. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce
Amir
Harper.
Garrett takes the mound to try to get out of this mess.
Now
there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Bryce Harper will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-1. Harper swings and hits it very well to right. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
The first baseman.
In now, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, D-Row, you hit it. It's been the story of 2 really good pitchers, 2 power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Another 0-2 home. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Coming to the plate now, JT Realmuto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Realmuto has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And another foul ball. 3 runs already home here. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 7 and the Reds 1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives, and even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. 0-for-1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. The 0-2 once more is in off the plate.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2 lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0-for-1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Chopper foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
One run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks
50.
really sharp out there, guys.
Garrett.
Jose Iglesias will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Iglesias.
And 1 the count. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
And here's Jose Peraza, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Iglesias stands at second with 2 gone. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. David Hernandez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Hernandez.
Stepping into the box, Nick Williams. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winker is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Odubel Herrera comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1. Hernandez Offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Here's the 0-2. Into right field. That's a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Baseman, Michael Franco.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
0-2.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Digging in once again, Jake Arrieta. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. 2 out with the man at first. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More ahead from Great American Ballpark right after this. Striding in, Jesse Winker, and he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Line drive to center field. Pereira is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey Votto.
Stepping into the box, Joey Votto. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Votto, the runner at second with 1 away. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
fooled him just
The
enough
batter,
with that
number
pitch to
3,
get him to go
second
around,
baseman,
according to the umpire. Sometimes
Scooter.
it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box now, Scooter Gennett, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Striding into the box, Jake Arrieta. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Comes set and the 0-1. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now
digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's gone 3 for 4. From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Going to be a tough play, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Bryce Harper will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Winker going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. he keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Jared Hughes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese.
In now, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. To his right, Suarez. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. It's the Phillies 9 and the Reds 1. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And now is Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. He's got it 1 away. Striding in once again, Tucker Barnhart. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Kemp leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Scott Schebler will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's 0 for 7. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
hit out toward second. Reined in. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They trail big. It's 9-1. Michael Lorenzen comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael Lorenzen.
Ready now, JT Realmuto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Standing in now, Nick Williams. Fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Digging in and looking for more, Odubel Herrera. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. High in the air down the right field line. Puig on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. So striding forward now, Jesse Winker. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Pulled toward right center field. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now at the plate, Joey Votto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Pitch number 100 on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Eugenio Suarez is the batter now as he looks at a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Fouled off. Votto, the runner at second with one away. A bouncer up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there on to first, and there are two down. Coming to the plate now, Scooter Gennett. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Arrieta sets. First pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Harper is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Cincinnati. They trail big. It's 9-1. So striding in, Maikel Franco. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 1 for 2.
Number 7, Maikel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Andrew McCutcheon.
Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. A play at the plate, and the recovery will be in time to get him breaking from third. And a base-running gaff that time, as that's the first out of the inning. Wow.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A two-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
He'll try again, 1-2, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Therefore, it is Votto 2 away now. And they get the double play at third. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and no one left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Phillies lead it 9-1. Tommy Hunter,
please.
a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Tommy Hunter.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Kemp, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1.
Ball 1.
To third. There is Franco. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting.
So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hot shot to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Now batting.
Reds down to their final out now. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. He's set. Here it comes. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Hernandez is there, and with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Philadelphia Phillies hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Jake Arrieta earned his 9th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Luis Castillo permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 9 runs on 13 hits. 1 error, they left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting off in the National League East, Bryce Harper blasted 3 home runs and drove in 6 as the Phillies pushed past the Reds 9-1. His modest hitting streak now stands at 9 straight games. In other Phillies news, relief pitcher Hector Neris has been recalled to the major leagues from AAA. Entering the day's action, the Reds sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. And the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East. They're 2 games back. The Atlanta Braves hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-3. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, 8 games out of first. And the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Mets pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 2-1. In the standings, the Nationals sit in second place in the National League East Division. They're 2 games back, while the Mets are atop the division, 2 games up on second place. Wade LeBlanc collected his 8th win overall as the Mariners downed the Cubs 2-1. Yu Darvish came away with a loss on the mound despite striking out 13 batters in the game. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. Heading into the day, the Cubs are atop the NL Central, 1 game ahead of second. And the Mariners are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Astros amassed 14 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 7-2. Entering the day's action, the Brewers sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Astros are in second place in the AL West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. Carlos Martinez grabbed his 13th win overall this year, leading the Cardinals to a win over San Francisco 3-1. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central, 11 games out of first. And the Giants sit in third place in the National League West Division, 2.5 games out of first. The San Diego Padres got 11 hits overall as they got a road win against Arizona 5-3. As of today, the Diamondbacks sit in last place in the National League West Division, 19 games out of first. And the Padres are 4th in the division, 9.5 games behind first. Walker Buehler pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 6-2. Heading into the day, the Dodgers are leading the National League West. They have a small 1.5 advantage over second, while the Rockies are second in the division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. Ryan Yarbrough got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, as the Rays claim victory over the Orioles 4-3. In the standings, the Rays sit in third place in the American League East Division, 18 games out of first. And the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-3. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in second place in the American League East Division, 12 games behind first place. While the Rangers are in 4th place in the AL West, they're over 20 games out of first. Carlos Carrasco twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as the Tribe defeated the White Sox 5-0. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. As of right now, the Indians sit in first place in the American League Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the White Sox are second in the division, 17 games out of first. The Detroit Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they pulverized the Twins 6-0. Entering the day's action, the Tigers are in third place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.